Run a little bit behind, but we running. Look like everything is working. Excuse me. Working now. Let me make sure my chat. Okay. Okay. Make sure my chat is chatting. Okay, my chat is up. And like last night. But I knew something was wrong because when I tried to use my hashtag 224 self-help process, right, it wouldn't come on. So I'm like, some bullshit about to go down tonight. Let me go, I didn't hook up my mic. Let me hook up my mic for my phone. And then we are El Completo. Alright. There we go. Alright, so family, let me be the first to welcome you. Be the first to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. Okay, girl, I hear you. I hear you. Hey, this is the Daily Toast, and this is a Heart of December production. We strive to blow up your old paradigm. Come on. Sometime I'm on, sometime I'm off. Man, family, good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to thank you for joining us for the toast. I don't know what happened last night. I don't know whether my phone wasn't working. I don't know. Excuse me. There you go. But we did the show last night. And, like I said, I did what I could. Brother Kwame say, brother, you never alone. I seen it. I didn't see it till this morning, man. But I want to thank you for, doing what you do, right? So we had a little talk about that folk tale, and we also had a little talk about some of the ways that some of the people will come at you on the issue of reparations. So get ready, sharpen your sword, man. Get your mind right. So maybe I don't know. Maybe tomorrow we might be able to go through the Vox article. You know what I'm saying? Because I really, really want to share that with you. Because they go into some good detail. But I shared the Vox article up on Gianni Journey, and it'll probably end up, or at least a link will end up in our newsletter. So but hey. Without any further ado, because we woke up late. Let's go ahead and we get some that is maturing nicely. So those folks out there drinking some ambrosia, this batch right here. One of the things that I love about this ambrosia, when you start fermenting, each batch has its own personality. It's like your children. You know what I'm saying? You got children, they all share the same DNA, they share the same DNA, but they're all different. I'm like, wow. So the last time we cracked the bottle, it was like thick, like a syrup, like those people that like those peaches that they give in school, that syrup that the peaches come in. Man, the peach syrup, that kind of consistency. But this one got more of a sour tinge to it. Just a little, you know what I'm saying? Same juice, same recipe, different outcome. So each SCOBY is different and everything. So, we're gonna check this out. All right, here we go, family. So first, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. Yes, indeed. We say, Ashe. From there, family, we move and we raise our glass to our personal ancestors. So we're going to grab our list. We're going to jump right into it. Come here, list. Come here, list. I don't be trying to pull away. All right, here we go. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Alexander Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walton, Christopher Gaston, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fee, Cleveland Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvar Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pimentel, No More X, Sapet Mile, Rob Malika Pakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Wilson, Elder Ageni, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Broford, Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carla Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Wellaby the Farmer, Argosa Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Ellen Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Asbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Edgar Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Brett Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Pena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Philemon Aries, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. William Walter West, Nigella Paris, Elder Basiji Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Gwenda Priest, Scannelberry, Wilson Hadley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenball, Hazel Gadsden, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt, Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Roy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Art Becker, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eulin Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie, Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Melly and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Mark Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Molly, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earleton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Rome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Barn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Herbin, Irene Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Burnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Carwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ryan McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Sheikh Mahan Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Kofer, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Let's see who is this. What's up? What's up, Stormy? How you doing, sir? Alright, we got our other list of ancestors. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Ancestor, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid Isin, Nigel Turner, and Demetrius Lewis Flint. Say their names. I got you. So, there's always room on the list for more ancestors, family. Just inboxes, Jamie Journey. But here we go. So we raise up our glass and we salute our ancestors and we say, Ashe. From there, can I be a daily toaster with coffee? Yes, sir. For some, that's a health drink. You know what I'm saying? It's a daily starter, right? So, so we move on from there and we move to our present moment, family. It's in our present moment. You know, we ain't got a lot of, the only time we got is the present moment, right?
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Okay, keeping that in mind, we lift up our glass to the present moment, right? Because this is all we got, and we need to work with it to the best of our ability. Squeeze every inch of life out of it that we can, and in us doing that, we lay the foundation for our children to stand upon. Today is Ujima. Ujima, for those that don't speak the language, is collective work and responsibility, right? So we lift up our glass, and I ask you to activate your reticular formations and seek out collective work and responsibility in our community, right? The myotic principle today is righteousness. We lift up our glass to that righteousness, right? We teach the kids in the M7 respect. The color is blue, hence you got the shirt, blue, right? The Hermetic law is vibration. Male name for the day is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. We lift up our glass and we salute this present moment. We say Ashe. From there, family, move to the future generations, and we toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity and advance. because we always were and we always will be. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to all of our relations and we toast and we say, Ashe. And then from there, we get to our selfish libation, where we toast this moment once again and what we need in it. This is for you, right? This toast is for you. So I lift up my glass to you, toast it. Come on, tell us what you want. We got the Ancestors created here, so we might as well go on. Come on. There you go. Ashe. Last but not least, family, do our little thing. I want to toast the most wise, intelligent, inspiring, uplifting, enterprising, entrepreneurial, strong, unified, determined, collective, cooperative, responsible, purposeful, creative, individual in the room. And that's you, family. I toast you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And that's the toast this morning. We lift up our glass. I'm gonna sip on some of this ambrosia. Hold on. Just a little sour tinge. Every batch is different. Lord have mercy. Thank you, thank you. All right, family, y'all have a great day. I am out.